Today we're going to take a look at putting a 15x macro lens on a GoPro Hero 9 Black. Hey everyone, Sean here with Fotodiox.com, and I finally bit the bullet and I picked up a GoPro Hero 9 Black for myself. I've always wanted a GoPro, but it's just never had all of the things I wanted in a camera. But I feel like the Hero 9 Black has finally gotten to the point where it's exactly what I want. We've got a front-facing screen so you can see yourself as you're filming. And the other fun thing about this camera is you can swap out the front protective lens and put other kinds of lenses on it, including a 15x macro lens like this one. This lens says JSR on it, but on Amazon where I purchased it, it said it was a QKOO. I don't know how to pronounce that. QKO, QQ, whatever. Anyway, it was about $40 and it had fairly decent reviews, so I thought I'd pick it up and try it out because I love shooting macro photography, and that's one of the limitations of the Hero 9 Black. It doesn't focus very close up. Even if you're shooting yourself, you kind of have to put the camera way out here to be able to focus on your face. And I love shooting macro video, macro photos, so I thought this would be a good investment. Okay, first off, you have to mount this lens on your Hero 9 Black, and that means you have to take the GoPro protective lens off first. You basically turn this way until it pops off. Okay, just mount the lens on just like you had the replacement one. Rotate it to lock it into place, and as simple as that, now we have a 15x macro lens on our Hero 9 Black. 15x comes out to about 10 inches of macro focus, so you have to have your camera about 10 inches away. Anything farther than 10 inches will be out of focus, and anything closer than 10 inches will be out of focus. Now that we've got the lens on, let's actually turn the camera on so I can kind of show you how it works here. We're currently in wide mode. Let's actually focus on something here. I know, how about my car keys? We're gonna set them down right here. I'm gonna hit record, and there we go. You can see as I'm moving in, at about 10 inches, I'm in focus. If I get closer, I'm no longer in focus. So I gotta get about 10 inches away to nail focus. Now, as you can see, we're shooting in wide, so we do kind of have distorted edges here. And in narrow mode, I'm getting some really nice macro detail on the keys, and I do not have any distortion on the edges. It feels more like I'm just shooting with a normal video camera in macro mode. So this is really nice if you just need standard macro video and you don't want any sort of, wide angle look. Now for shooting video with this macro lens, I found the best settings were setting your GoPro to the narrow field of view and turning on full image stabilization. And here is some footage I captured with this setup. And as you can see, it's pretty good. You do get some really nice macro video. 10 inches is a little farther away than I wanted. I probably should have gotten like a 20 or 25x macro. With the 15x at 10 inches for insect video, for instance, you can't get that close. They're still pretty far away. But because you're shooting in 4K, you can always do an HD crop to get closer. Now you can also shoot in the wild field of view with this lens, but you start to get really trippy. Here's some video I shot with those settings. Okay, so this is just a test to see how this works as a close-up lens for blogging. Obviously you got to get pretty close. Makes my nose look pretty huge. Yeah, I mean, it kind of works. It's maybe a little too close here. If I hold it out here, it's probably too far away to be focused. So, but I could be like, hey everyone, Sean here with Fotodiox.com. I am blogging close-up today. So as you can see, kind of interesting for a close-up blog setup, but not exactly what you're gonna want for the most part. One of the things I've noticed when you're shooting with the wide field of view with this lens, the edges are really blurry. They have this weird soft focus vignette. Now I like this effect, but a lot of people are gonna say, that's not for me. And for you, you're just gonna wanna use narrow field of view with this lens. Okay, so for close-up and macro video, this 15x lens does a pretty good job. But what about photos? I've actually found with this lens, I get some really cool results with GoPro photography. With all of these photos, I'm shooting in the wide field of view, and this is really fun because you can have a foreground element that's in macro focus and still have a lot of background. This image of a leaf with the bridge behind it is a good example. You have the nice detail on the leaf, but then you also have this great detail of the background that's out of focus. And it's kind of cool to actually see a GoPro photo with shallow depth of field. With this macro lens, you do get that effect. It almost starts to feel like you're not really shooting with a GoPro anymore. But with the ultra wide angle lens of the GoPro and then the weird optical elements of this cheap macro lens, it is a very unique look. Now, I shot all of these images in GoPro RAW, and I like GoPro RAW. You actually have a lot to work with. You can do a lot of adjustments in your RAW photo editor to get the final image that you want. Now here at Fotodiox, we do carry a line of GoPro accessories, our GoTough line. We don't currently offer a macro lens for the Hero 9 Black, but we do have macro options for some of the older GoPros. So if you're interested in learning more about those, click the links in the description below. But we do carry some accessories that do work with the Hero 9 Black. This is one of my favorite accessories. This is our GoTough tripod plate. And basically what this does is it takes the GoPro prong and it adapts it to work with any 1/4-20 tripod. All you do is you take the prongs of the Hero 9 Black, you slide the tripod adapter in place, and then you add our GoTough thumb screw. These are all metal thumb screws, really durable. Just slot it in and thread it in to lock the tripod adapter to the GoPro. Now, if you want to get extra tightness on your thumb screws, we also offer the GoTough SHARKBITE. This is a bottle opener. You can use the mouth of the fish skeleton to open a bottle. It's also a thumb screw wrench. You just slide it over a GoTough Fotodiox thumb screw or a GoPro thumb screw, and then you just turn it to tighten your thumb screw so it doesn't get loose when you're shooting. Another great Fotodiox accessory that works with the GoPro Hero 9 is our Fotodiox mini tabletop tripod. This is an arched leg tripod. You can open it up like this, set it on a flat surface, and then you've got a 1/4-20 mounting point up here that you can mount into our GoTough 1/4-20 tripod mount. There we go. Now we have a really nice handle for our GoPro, great for blogging. But then if you need to set your GoPro on a flat surface and you don't want to lug around a big tripod, you can just set it down like that. Okay, if you have any questions about the macro lens featured in today's video or our GoTough GoPro accessories, comment below. I'd love to help you out. Also, click the links in the description below to learn more about our GoPro accessories. And also click right here to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more videos just like this one. I'm Sean with Fotodiox.com, and thanks for watching.